Hi, this is the voice of Heidie Calero with another economic capsule, which today we have entitled The Housing Headache. A headache for whom? Is it for policymakers? Is it for professionals, households? But above all, for which age group is this a big problem? Today, as we are recording this economic capsule, Idalia, this hurricane, is just going through Florida. So we hope that they are safe and that this hurricane does not cause as much havoc as Maria caused here in Puerto Rico. So stay safe. Well, this first graph that I'm depicting for you shows the number of new housing units, which is the orange segment in these bars, from fiscal year 2018 through fiscal year 2023. Remember, our fiscal year starts July and ends in June of the next year. And then the blue shaded area in these columns is the sale of existing units. And as you can tell, it is existing units, the most that are sold, because there are very few new housing units. And if we are to compare 2021 with 2023, there's been a downward decline of almost 78%, from a total of 13,222 units in 2021. We are down now to 10,352. Is it because there isn't demand? No, it's not because of that. It's because the supply is not there. That's why you're seeing so much in terms of sales of existing units. Well, let's look at then part of the problem that we are looking at this big transformation in this market, the housing market, and it is the housing prices. Well, as you can tell, this is an index dividing all the average prices of existing, which is the green line, and the new prices, the new housing units, is the red line. And the index is 2012, so we are dividing these average prices every year against 2012, which means that for new housing units, the increases since 2012 implies a 45% increase. That's almost what in less than 11 years we have seen almost close to 50% increase in the housing prices, and for the existing unit it's 22%, 22 times what it used to be in 2012. So definitely lower units, but it is higher prices, higher housing prices, which is also related to the higher mortgage rates that I'm depicting for you. And again, this is from July through June on a monthly basis, but the fiscal years are each year that I'm depicting for you. And notice that the purple line is 2023, and it is higher than 2022, higher than 2019, higher than all those years before. So currently, as of June, we are at 6.7% in 2023, which is the purple line, compared with 3% back in 2021. So definitely higher housing prices, higher mortgage rates that are collaborating with these increases in housing prices. And if that were not enough, well, we are seeing as a proxy for higher food prices and energy prices, we are using the Consumer Price Index of the US. And notice the orange line is energy, that includes gasoline as well as gas and other petroleum products. It even increased by July 2022, 41%. It is now down 6.4% compared to the last year, 2022. But it really caused havoc, all these increases in Puerto Rico, with electricity, the price of oil, as well as at the gasoline at the pump. We are all paying higher prices, and we don't have a mass transit system. The blue line is food prices, which, contrary to what has been happening in energy, well, food prices have not rescinded. They are still high at 4.9%. So you see, the US economy has continued to be resilient. These high food prices and energy prices still signal to the Federal Reserve that the US economy is not cooling down, and that they cannot be remiss in terms of their efforts at cooling this economy with higher interest rates. So even though there's been a pause of late, it's more likely that all analysts are saying that there is no cooling down, there is no really slowdown of the US economy. So it is probable that there will be higher interest rates, and that will also spill over to the mortgage rates. And on top of that, as I said before, the housing headache. For whom? Well, we are always dependent on what happens with the young. Well, this is the youth, the jobless youth. The unemployment rate of this group, which is the 16 to 24 years of age, is very high. It is the highest of all age groups. And notice that as of April 2023, the latest figures that we have, it was 22.3%. The red line is 2023, which is higher than in 2022. And even higher than even some of the years or the months of 2019. Jobless youth, they cannot buy a house. They can, if they are relying on having a university or higher education to really get a good job, well, they are jobless. That's the problem that we have with this age group. And on top of that, we have that they are going to bear the burden of the age dependency ratio, that is the old who are lasting longer because demographic trends, the fertility rates are going down. The young, it's that blue line, which is the 0 to 14 age group, divided by the working age group, which is from 16 to 64 years of age. And that has been going down since 2000 from 40% through 19%. That's the forecast for 2030. And if you notice, the orange line is the one of the old group, the 160 plus. And they have been rising from 26% back in 2000, again, as a percentage of the working age group, to 59%. Combine those two, the old and the young, and it is a burden of 78% for the young. Certainly a big challenge, not only in Puerto Rico, but certainly globally. But since we are in this island, we need to focus on economic policies that will give our young really that dream to come true with a higher, a better job, a better standard of living, and have a home, and certainly take care of their grandparents and parents as they also age. If you like our economic capsule, don't forget to give us a like in subscribing in the Voice of Heidie Calero, which is a service of Puerto Rico Economic Pulse. And don't forget that the economy is all of us. Thank you.